So, hello, hi, good evening. This is Sachana here for this week 10 activity and practice. Actually, this session we don't want to work with activity and practice. Some important concept we'll discuss, maybe the practical implementation. Are we audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Great. So actually, today we are trying to work with one practical implementation which is mandatory and required for your app dev 2 or bad 2 project implementation. One of the core requirement. So that is using Salary and Salary Beat to send the emails. So that's what the today's context setting. So hope you are familiar with some basics of Salary. That is, asynchronous tasks. How would you process? So I think you know that maybe theoretically or somewhat you know about how the asynchronous communication is done between the client and server. Uh, Maybe the practical implementation you are not familiar. Am I right? Is it right?
But
Hello.
in last session we did like Redis.
Okay.
Just salary basic concept we know, but yeah, implementation.
Implementation, the salary tasks, salary worker, and as well as the salary beat, that practical implementation, I think you have not done it, right?
No, sir.
Okay,
No,
so yeah, good. So here the today's context setting is the main what we are trying to work today is the practical implementation of uh, mailing, or we are trying to send the mails uh, with the you know salary and salary beat. Of course, both of them belongs to same kind of framework. They are associated and works with uh, okay, let me share my screen. Sorry, I forgot to share it. Yeah, is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the context setting of today. We are trying to do that sending mails with salary and salary beat. So let's work with basically why that salary framework, why the salary is required. So let us assume that we have a client and a server where the server is a web server. Basically, the web server is a Flask server, but some particular tasks are there. They require a lot of time to process. So such tasks, the Flask server doesn't want to process it. What it will do is it will dispatch to other server. It will dispatch that particular task to other server is called a Celery server. So what do you know that this web server, whatever the web server you have, maybe you are Flask server, what you call the Flask framework you're using, this web server, some particular task which are coming from the client, maybe the client is sending do this and do this or something like that. So this server, maybe intentionally or incidentally, it has to do that some bigger tasks, the task which requires that a delayed time. Maybe it will be processed, but definitely takes a lot of time. For that, it will appoint that another server, which is called salary server, which you call your salary server. The salary server is again at the framework, a set of codes we are implementing. So such kind of task we are trying to do with salary. So it will dispatch, this web server will dispatch it. Just it will dispatch. Do this job. Salary, you do it. The salary will do it. Whatever process is done, again it will report back to that, again to the web server. Oh, I have done. I have not yet done. I have done. So such kind of communication is happening. So like sending emails, like training a data set, to a model. The data set training might contains that maybe 1 million data set I have to make it training. The training itself, it takes a lot of time. For the training, the web server doesn't want to do that job. So for that, the salary server, we are trying to appoint it and we try to do it. That is the use of that salary framework. Is it clear? Is it clear? Hello? Hello? Am I in the call?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir, you are.
Okay, okay. Fine. So when we are interacting with Celery and the web server is interacting with the Celery server, you require that. So one cache, which is that a memory-based database. What this particular Redis is called, it's a memory-based. So the memory-based, it means, that some part of database elements and database data is stored, and always this particular memory based database is always available in the format of key and value type. So the key and value type, which it look like a dictionary format. So memory based accessing of database is very faster. So very faster. Instead of that database is available in the secondary memory, the results which are available, they are populated through Redis. So the Redis also one server, you require the some cache server, we are trying to put it. The results which are processed, then this we are putting into that Redis. So you can fetch the data from the Redis. So accessing the data from the main memory or memory based one is very easy than accessing the data from the secondary memory, like disk. So that is the particular one that Redis will do it. So I think basic Redis, how it is the functionality or introduction. Even Professor Nitin lecture, you can find it. Otherwise, some Tej has given very good lectures and screencast sessions. You might know that. Practical implementation, I'll show you that how the Redis and web server and Celery, all these three are integrated. So this is the basic things we are trying to implement it. So what we are trying to implement it, I have a particular pre-planned code templates. What I need to implement it is, the basic task is, so sending the emails through the Celery on Celery Beat framework, of course using a Python Flask and Celery Beat, both the things we are using framework. So now, what codes we need to implement it? Basically, you need to implement so different kind of components for this implementation. So I need, the basic thing is, a configuration file is required. A configuration file. So this is the presetting I've done so far, but walking through this code is not a big deal. Just we can easily understand. So it's a one Python file we are trying to make it. And there is one more Python file we are making that is called tasks. This is another Python file where it contains some random tasks. Let's do that. Some random tasks, some simple random tasks we are making. And there is a Flask app is there, because always we write that Flask app inside your app.py. Basically you do that. The same thing we follow, app.py. And as well as there is a salary setup you need to do, that initial salary setup you need to do, that salary setup you need to do. For that, the salary setup we do. So using one particular Python file, maybe you can call that a worker.py. So these different files we are making, this could be 1, 2, 3, 4 files are there. Along with it, the existing temporary database we are using, the memory based database or cache database, that is Redis. I think all these are integrated and they work like they one to each other, they'll communicate it and they try to work it. So then only we can do that, some kind of backend jobs you can do. Backend jobs. Remember, what we are learning today, all this is a backend, not the front end part. Like whatever Vue and JS part, that we don't discuss it because that is not linked to this. It links to that backend application development only. Somebody wants to ask. Yeah, Chakraborty, you want to ask something?
Yes, sir. Can you please go back to that screen?
Yeah, sure.
And sir, can you just explain once more the difference between the tasks.py file and the worker.py file?
Hmm.
So the Celery setup you are saying is going in worker.py. So if you can just give a brief about
Hmm.
uh,
Yeah. So whenever one worker is there, there is a the salary we need to set the initial setup. Initial setup means what is your salary app we are creating, what arguments it takes, all these are. But there is a predefined code is there. I'll borrow that. When we'll walk through the code, you will understand. This is a worker who is appointed, where it is instance of instance of salary is created. Clear? Salary is created. So the salary object we are creating, no, that salary object we are creating inside of this particular worker.py, right? Okay.
so is this some kind of a configuration setup for
Correct,
Celery?
correct, correct, correct. It is a configuration setup for that salary only salary. Clear? And once it is done, the worker is ready. Clear? Initial setup. Okay. Okay. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, got it, sir. Thank you.
Now task is that a set of Python functions. Is it right? Okay, a set of Python functions. So you know that you are writing functions, no? Def and functions. All these is we are putting in the tasks. So the salary worker continuously it will interact with the task and it will try to execute it. Okay, fine. Yeah. So anyway, we'll see that whatever the code is there, which code I'm borrowing or you're extracting the code, which is from the mostly the documentation only. Just we are picking the code and we'll paste it. Okay. So is it okay? Shall I go for it? Yeah. Fine. Yeah. Anything, any clarification till now? I think it's comfortable. Is it clear? Anybody have any clarification? Okay. So if you don't have clarification, let me go for my particular 4 files already available. So let me open this. Sorry, I think I supposed to open my terminal. From that, I think one folder is there. So my entire screen is shared now. So always I do that app dev inside of the app dev folder. Maybe app dev 2 is there inside. Yeah, for this today we have done for salary example. This is one particular folder. So let me open the VS Code. This is the VS Code. See, whatever the files I said, that files only I'm showing now. Like you see that what files are there so far. Actually, I'm just walking through that each line of the code, and as and when it's required, again, I'll get back to the instruction. I'll try to explain you. Is my VS Code is visible? Is my VS Code is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So now let's see that my particular configuration PY. See the salary configuration PY, it is what temporary database we are using. Generally, we use it the Redis one. Just I said it, a temporary database or memory-based cache is required for faster accessing. For that, we are using it. So if you could see that there is a broker URL is there is a result backend is there. So what exactly the broker URL, this particular URL, the Redis instance is 6379 port number localhost, because locally you are creating the Redis server. In that, so 0th is, and first one, two instances we are creating. The 0th instance, what it will do is all tasks that are in the queue, they are maintaining a queue, because already it's a cache memory. The cache memory database means maybe 15 tasks you have assigned to that salary. So one by one it will process it. So before processing one by one, the Redis it will put it inside a queue. That queue is available inside that 0th instance. And the first instance is there. Whatever the jobs are finished, their results are there. that results of completed tasks queue that is maintained in this one. So there are two queues are maintained, two instances are maintained. The 0th one is which are dispatched to the queue, all tasks that are dispatched, that are queue to dispatch. This is, and the first instance is there, whatever the result we got it, that is maintained in that first instance. I think this configuration file is clear. Any clarification? Is it clear?
Our URL, like, does it act as a broker between the servers?
No, wait. So your particular Redis is getting the job from the particular web server, right? Web server is
Yes.
requesting one particular job to do it, right? So, but really, the salary server
Yes.
is not only meant for one backend task. There are a lot of backend tasks are there, right? So that queue of
Yes.
backend jobs are maintained by the Redis, right? This is the first 0th instance, right?
Yes.
And
Yes. Yes.
first folder, it creates that whatever process finished one, whatever tasks are finished, the results are available inside of the result backend. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So these two, actually, this is the folder names, actually temporary folders, which are used by the Redis. So because temporary database, memory-based database for fast accessing. Why do you use memory-based database? Key and value pair JSON kind of format so that quick accessing is possible. This is the first file. And let's go for that. I don't want to go for app.py. Maybe finally I'll go for app.py. So let's move to that tasks. So you see the second file. Of course, this is installed library. Salary is installed. So here, there are two tasks I was created. This is sum of two numbers. And this is just hello, whatever, that's a simple text message I want to print it. So this sum of two numbers, what it will do is it will print a simple text along with it, a plus b result, whatever is there, that is. And here it is printing of that hello message and as well as returning the message also, a simple kind of word. But here you should observe it, there is a decorator we have to use it. So whenever if you use a decorator like a share task, which is from the salary framework, this is not a normal Python function. Is it clear? Is it clear? Is it clear? How do you call a normal Python function? Can anybody say that? How do you call a normal Python function?
Just taking the name of the
Function name and
function.
sending the parameters, right?
Yes.
If it is a Flask route is there, you're supposed to call through a web URL, right?
Yes.
Because whenever the Flask route is there, it is decorated with app.route. Whenever a salary kind of task is there, a function is there, it is prefixed with a decorator called share task. So here you have two options: ignore result true, ignore result false. Intentionally I've given it to identify the difference between these two. What exactly these two? So I will tell you later what exactly, why do you put this is true and that is false. So there is constant meaning of it. So here you will understand when you run the application, you will understand what is exactly. But if you make it that ignore result true, that means you are not interested to see the status of the task. This is ignore result true. The task is dispatched, but you are not interested whether the task is finished or not. I don't worry about that. Just it is dispatched. That's it. So whenever this is there, it's a reverse of it. You are interested to see the status. That means every time I want to check whether it is finished or not, whether it is, finished means what is the result of it. All these are, we are interested. So anyway, once I'll run it, I'll show that what happens, the true is there, what happens to the false is there. I'll show you both of them. So what do you put? One is false, one is true. So practically you will understand. So I think, okay, don't worry about this 8th line and this 14th line. So why do you put this one is a time delay I'm applying to do the sum of two numbers. Explicitly I defined it 10 seconds to process it, but right now I made it a comment. And to do the hello world printing, explicitly I defined the time delay is 15 seconds, but temporarily I made it comment. Maybe later I will enable it. So that will I'll go. I think this part is clear. So any clarification? If is it okay? To configuration file is okay and tasks are okay. Anything you want to ask, you can. Then shall I go for the next?
Sir, why we are using Python? It's like I thought that we will be using JavaScript and all those stuff.
No. It's a backend. See, client is completely Vue and JS part we are writing. That is maintained by the Vue framework, right? Vue cannot do any kind of server jobs, right?
Yes.
Only that look and feel components we are building the Vue and components we are making the communicating. That is what in the front end interface, user interface we are making, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
If you want to do the asynchronous one, you have to write a backend kind of framework. Backend framework already you are familiar as per the tab dev one is Flask, right?
Flask.
So that we are integrating Flask and Celery. If somebody already they familiar with some like, even JS also you have Express.js is there, but you are not know about Express.js, right? Right?
Yes.
So if that Express.js people also, they have that asynchronous communication backend jobs are there. But right now, Celery is meant for asynchronous communication in the backend only, not front end job, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I think.
Sir, one question, sir. This is more of a request, sir. We are using Redis as a message broker for Celery.
Correct.
Sir, in the code which you showed just before, which was this, this celeryconfig.py. This particular, sir, if you can explain while you are doing it, going ahead, if you can explain which part of the code is like calling Redis and which part of the code is just Celery.
No.
So that will be
See,
more.
this part is completely setting up that Redis, which is ready for the Celery. So without Redis, Celery cannot work, right?
Okay.
Without cache memory, the Celery, what it will do is it will give you some kind of error. I don't have any backend database support. Please configure first the backend, right?
Okay, so this particular line number 1 and 2, this is basically telling Celery that okay, Redis, this particular URL which will be in the Redis server or whatever Redis is running, to access 0 and 1, one
Correct.
is the
Please use
queue and one will 0 is for the incomplete task,
correct.
result backend for the
Correct.
okay.
Correct. This is informing to Celery use the below resources, right? Okay.
Okay, now and when you go to task.py, what are you saying?
This is user defined tasks I defined by my interest, right? These two tasks I want to assign to my particular Celery, right?
Okay, again, so @shared underscore task is a Celery, is a decorator that is especially designed for Celery, or like is it for
Celery only. See, I'm imported in the line number 1.
Okay.
That decorator I'm using here, the line number 5 and line number 12. Okay.
And Redis has got no role in this particular place.
No role.
Okay.
This setup is more enough for integrating Redis and Celery. Both are being friends now by doing these two lines. Okay. But make sure that Redis is running. Okay.
Okay, sir. And I would request you, sir, once Redis comes into play, sir, you let us know when it comes into play.
Sure. Because till now I did not start any server. Even Flask server also I did not start, right?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
I need to start all the servers. I need to start Redis first. I need to start Celery. I need to start Celery Beat. All these are okay. Yeah. Okay.
Sir,
shall I
one
proceed?
more question. Here, the port that we are using, right? Can we set the port itself?
No,
Or
actually, the Redis server itself default port is 6379 only. Just
okay,
you
okay,
check the documentation, definitely it's 6379. But I don't know how to change it. But basic port is that Redis server. If you start by Redis server, yeah, it is Redis server. Yeah, it is. Uh, yeah, it is 6379 only default. But there is an option,
yes.
maybe documentation, you can check it. Maybe it is there.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, okay, sir.
Yeah. So okay, anyway, just I'm stopping this because I don't want to make it confusion of it. Yeah. So these two things are clear. Any clarification? Still anybody have a doubt? You can raise your hand. Maybe you can interrupt anytime, but don't directly speak out. Just raise your hand so that I can get back immediately. Yeah. So these two things are clear. Now let's go for that. Our worker. See, as I said, this is a configuration setup for your salary. So this particular one I borrowed from the salary documentation. So Flask, salary Flask. This is salary Flask documentation. Just I borrowed this code, some few particular changes. Yeah, this part only. This part exactly I extracted it, but some particular things I changed it. Only thing, the name of the configuration, all these are. Returning finally salary app, just you same thing here. We are importing from the salary, we are importing two classes in the line number 1, salary and salary task. So here this is a function where it is creating the init app. This function we try to call it inside your Flask app. So that once you call this particular function, immediately it returns that final instance created so far. How do you create the instance of that particular salary is this way. This is what. So it takes that a special function called call, implicit calling. So the app context it is where it is this particular line number 3 to the line number 6. All this is a inner class we are using to create that Flask task instance. Then whatever the task so far is there, that particular class is instantiated. The salary object is created. Here the object of the salary object is created. Here the object is created. So once object is created, we try to set that configuration. Basically, our configuration file you need to specify. So if you could see the documentation, the configuration file, they have given salary as a capital file. But my particular configuration file, I specified this salary config. So that I used the same basic, the Redis configuration, which you tries to use it in the salary. And salary app as a set default, maybe it could be a set default function. All these are a borrowed code, and app extensions you want to use it, whatever that app parameter you are taking, that particular parameter extension part we are assigning with the salary app. And finally 12th line number, this we are returning whatever complete configuration you have done in the 8th line, 9th line, 10th line. All these particular settings as returned in the line number 12. This is a borrowed code to set up that salary initialization. This particular function we try to call inside of your app. So this function we try to call it inside your Flask app, because Flask app only we try to call through web URLs. I think this is very clear. This is just copied code from the whatever documentation is there. This is the initial setup of the Flask. Sorry, a salary. Is it clear? Is it clear? Okay.
Sir,
Hello.
is it possible to ask a question?
Yeah, you can.
Sir, in the code we saw that app.config, and here you're using config from object. What's the difference, sir?
This is what is the configuration file which is available. Config.py is your configuration file, right?
Yes.
So this salary app configuration is extracted from salary config file, right?
which is my salary config.py.
Already py is there, no? This one, right?
Yeah, but what is happening on there in the
So what happened immediately? That particular salary and as well as this Redis are going to be friends, right?
Okay.
This module is different. This module is different. How do you integrate these two modules in this way, right? Okay. Okay then. Okay.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So I think these three things are clear. And the fourth one is I'm going for your Flask app. Yeah, this is what your Flask app. See, in this, still now I'm not introduced anything, just simply a Flask app only. I don't think here it is a simple Flask code I've written. I did not write any kind of things introduced from salary. See, look at the Flask app object is created. So where it is that instance is created. And as well as the first route I've defined is a route in the line number 5, which is hello world. And second route I've written it, there is a web URL that is specified that number 1 with X parameter, number 2 with Y parameter. The function it is calling is test, whatever X and Y is taken as a parameter. So here interesting way is sum dot delay I'm calling. Why should I call delay is the task is calling that X plus Y sum, where is the function is already defined in the task. You have that. That I will import it. Here actually I'm not at imported, just let me import it. I will import it from tasks import. Two things I need to import. The first one is sum, next one is that say hello. These two modules I imported it. I'm calling the first one is the sum function. Whatever the result we got it, that result ID we want to get it. You know, whatever that executed function is there, that ID I wanted. And you might understand that why this ID it contains is because it's not a normal task. It is a salary task, right? Is it a normal function? Is it a normal function? Is it a normal function?
No, it's a decorator.
Yeah, it is a decorator associated with salary, so that you are calling the function. We don't want to wait. This cut one is that asynchronous calling. Just we call it. We don't want to wait. So whatever called it, maybe it is done it today or tomorrow or after 20 minutes, after 15 minutes. I don't worry about it. But ID will get it early. So as and when task is dispatched, the ID is given. So once ID is given, you can print this ID. Just ID we got it. Just ID. The task is dispatched. Here it is what? Asynchronous dispatching. Dispatching the task. So it is dispatched with salary because salary function is already there. Immediately that is dispatched. Similar lines, another one is there. So actually I did not call hello world because I don't want to making calling of many functions here. So here one more function I'm writing. The function is that get result. So the get result is, so this is an intentional function through the ID, I want to know that whatever the task is there, whatever ID we got it, through that, I want to know that status of the particular task, whether it is finished or pending, what is that? And similar way, ready status of it, the result of it. Anyway, this particular one is a simple kind of a dictionary they are creating. This dictionary, finally, they want to return it. Of course, I can call the get result or I can just directly show it in the command prompt also. Don't worry, I'll show it through command prompt also. Yeah. Yeah, somebody wants to ask something.
Yes, sir. Can you go back to the
Yeah.
this async result? Have we defined that somewhere?
This is, no, I have to import it, right? So I need to import it, but still I did not do any kind of importing. So let me do the importing also. The async result is a class. I should import it. I need to import a lot of things. So just now I imported the task. Similar lines, I need to import that async result also, which is available in salary. From salary,
Okay, salary is giving us
yeah,
that. So
it is having a result. Also import async result.
and what about sum dot delay, sir?
Yeah, just a moment.
Delay is given within
Yes.
the sum. Have we defined that?
So because so it is not a normal function, right? Sum is imported. This sum is a normal function? No, right?
Can you move back to the task one?
Yes. Is it a normal
Okay,
function?
shared task you have
It
used.
is a
Okay,
share
okay.
task. So whenever share task is there, we have a method called delay, right? Okay. So if it is a normal function, just we call sum that x and y, right?
Hmm.
If it is asynchronous function, you need to call sum with delay, right? Simple.
Yes, yes. Okay.
So this is what we do. Just we are asking the salary, please do this job, but I don't want to wait. Just do it. After doing, I will know the status by using this particular function. Actually, intentionally, I have written this function. What is the function uses? To know the particular task, whichever ID we got it, through that on the particular web, I can see that the result in the JSON format, status, ready, result. Because whenever my Flask server is running, I can access this using this localhost result, and whatever task I know, just I can call it. Of course, this function I may not use it. Generally, I show it in the Python console only. The Python prompt is more enough to understand what is happening. So I think this particular Flask file also clear. Any clarification? Of course, some importings I need to do. Okay, what else? Yeah, that is okay. I think in this, I need to integrate now the Flask and your salary. That is only pending. That I'll do it. Up to this is clear? Is it clear?
Sir, one question.
Hmm.
Sir, in the task.py, you defined
Hmm.
the sum as ignore result true. That means you
Hmm.
not be interested in the
Hmm.
status. But
Hmm.
in the say hello, ignore result was false, which means that you're interested.
Hmm.
Now going back to the worker.py,
Hmm.
this particular, sorry, not worker.py, app.py, sorry.
Hmm.
In app.py, you are
Hmm.
saying that you would want to know the status in from line number 19 to 27.
Hmm.
Does it mean that you won't be using this for the sum and you
Hmm.
would be using this for say hello?
Yeah, I can use it for some, I can use it for say hello, but whenever we use it for some, it says always pending. We'll see, I'll show you that how the execution is happening, right? The true and false, I'll show the difference, right?
Okay, sir, one more question. Sir, this
Hmm.
delay.
Hmm.
Delay is a method that is that comes with shared this
Correct, shared tasks.
shared task. So, sir,
So,
is it something like a promise that we do? Like it takes some time, and print is going to wait till the result is going to come, and then do
no,
the.
no, print doesn't wait. This print is ID. ID as and when task is dispatched, ID is generated, right?
So the result may be coming after, like the print.
Maybe we don't know when it will come, right? But I don't want to wait. Clear?
Okay, okay, okay,
Because asynchronous, no, just we are dispatching the task and we do other jobs.
okay.
Okay, yeah, because web server job is dispatching the asynchronous task to salary and it will do other jobs, right? Yeah, okay. I think, is it okay then? I think it's clear. Does anybody have that any kind of thing? Please let me know. Okay, cool. So up to this is, I think it's clear. Maybe some kind of initialization, whatever so far it's there. This worker is there. I supposed to create the instance of this worker, maybe because this Flask and worker is not integrated yet. So I supposed to do that. For that, I'm creating the particular instance of the salary, like that salary app, which already available method is there. This particular create init app is there that I'm trying to call it. So how can I call it is, once you can import it, then only we can do it. From worker, import this init app. So this particular one, I can create the object of it. So by when you are creating the object, that salary initial setup, it takes that app as a parameter. So now salary and Flask are integrated. These two are integrated, so that when your Flask is running, it can dispatch the tasks to salary app. So this part, I think mostly these are okay. Importing the Flask, task, only one task I'm using, some, but say hello also we are imported, and salary result also we have done, which is for asynchronous task, and worker we have imported because for init app. Yeah, that's it. I think these 4 imports are more enough, and this is the main code. So up to this, is it clear? Any clarification? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here, see, once again, I'm showing you the the flow of it. First, basically the Redis configuration which you are setting up, that is called configuration, like salary configuration. So as and when the salary app is initiated by using worker, this worker, it tries to get that the resources of that Redis, and it is going to create that configuration from the particular salary config. And these are my shared tasks. These are not normal Python functions. These are asynchronous functions. These are executed exclusively by the salary framework. And this is an app which it contains web routes are available, URLs are available. Whenever you are calling a web route, it will dispatch the task to that salary will take care of it, and the web server can do other particular jobs. This is what so far is, but I don't want to run it through Flask. Maybe let me run you through Python compiler only. So is it clear up to this? Shall I go for this particular execution flow, how these particular 4 files are executing? Okay, shall I go for it? Yeah. See, now I need to start that. I need to start that. 2 different things I need to start it. First, basically, I need to start that Redis server. That has to be started. Then I supposed to start that salary. These 2 things we'll start it now. And these 2, how they are communicated, I want to test it using Python interpreter. Whatever Python interpreter we are getting is triple greater than, I want to test it. Shall I go for it? Any clarification? These 2 servers, I'll start it and then I test it. Is it okay? Any clarification? So that I can check my shared task, how they are working, how the sum is working, how say hello is working. Shall I go? Hello. Hello. Am I in the call?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
So
So,
you have to
yeah.
work this in WSL or
Yes, if it is Windows, you're supposed to have the WSL. If it is Ubuntu mission, so because Ubuntu itself you can integrate, but on the WSL only you're supposed to install that the Redis server. Okay, right? Right? Yeah.
yeah. I answer one thing. Like we have, suppose sir, we have our app.py, the project file in Windows, and the front end and the back end, suppose 2 separate filters, a view and everything is in the Windows.
Yes.
Now you are saying that we have to create a separate app.py.
No, WSL is more enough. WSL is exclusively we are starting all the servers, like Redis you need to start, Celery we need to start, Celery Beat you need to start. All these are
So
only.
where I'm asking is that, like this app.py, my app.py in my project will be in Windows,
Windows only, no problem.
and we are going to start this Celery and Redis in WS.
Oh,
So
okay, no problem.
how will they find my Windows?
That's what the WSL is helping you. I think the WS functionality is that, right? Somebody who is using WSL, can you help him out? What way you are communicating? Anybody is there?
No problem, sir. I'll take it later on. No problem, sir. Please continue.
Okay, fine. Yeah, cool. So here, just let me go for my first command prompt where I'm starting my Redis server. So the Redis server, once it is started, maybe it could be the startup one where you are getting the default port number. This configuration make it available. Different terminals I'm opening. This is the first terminal where it is Redis server is running. Now I need to start that salary also. Let me start that another new window, new terminal. This new terminal also I'm trying to go for my same folder, that is app dev, where I have that salary examples. Yes. So in this, I'm trying to start my, My salary also. My salary, I don't remember. Maybe you have a predefined command. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, here. You can see this command. Are you able to find my documentation? Hello? Are you able to find my documentation, salary documentation? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So here
Yes, sir. Yes.
I need to start my particular salary worker. Just I'll copy and paste this particular salary server. I need to start it. So this is my second terminal where I'm trying to do that pasting of this, but I need to do here that example they have given this particular worker file name, but my worker file name is not example. Just let me go back to my particular VS Code. So I have given my particular thing is that worker actually you sorry, I think yeah, it is where it is there. My app is there inside of your salary. Yes, correct. So where is my this one? Yeah, it is in the inside of my app. What is my particular salary app? Yes, this is my salary app. Yeah, this is my salary app. Yes, inside of my app. So because inside of my app module, this salary app is available. So that what I'll do is, yeah, again I'll open my terminal. Yeah, here instead of example, what I'll do is inside of my app module, my salary app is there. So this particular one, sorry, this particular one is used as worker module, and this worker is a keyword where the keyword is there. The log level we can fix it, either it's a debug level or error level, whatever you want it. Of course, that log level you can fix whatever the way you want it. So for this, a log level info or debug, that is not a constraint. Maybe you know different kind of log levels are there, error, debug, all these are. But right now info is more enough because not very low level, just it could be high level. So my particular salary app is running, hopefully. Yeah, it makes sure that it is allowed. Yes. See, look at my salary app is running, and remember what task so far it is available in the salary. Now the salary is available to catch any kind of asynchronous task. The two tasks ready to catch is say hello and some. See, you can find here. See here, these two tasks are ready because these are shared tasks. Are you able to find it? Are you able to find it? Hello? Hello?
Sir, how we are accessing this?
What you are accessing? Just you are typing this command. This command is just a copy, right? I did it.
Log level you are defining.
Log level is info. Just it is info. You can set it debug error. That is not that. Information means that information we are getting, that log information. If you want to make it low level log, you can fix it error level, whatever it is. But that is not important. Now the thing is, this information, is it understandable format or not? What it is showing, right? See here, you can see that the transport is done through 0th instance. The results are available in the queue of that one. Is it right? Hello.
Sir, what is that 0 and 1 then? Means
So already
is
we
it
have fixed it. No, why can you are getting back the, what you did it here? The
no,
same
no,
thing.
no. Means like 0 and 1. What is that particular thing?
User
The URL I
defined,
understand.
user defined folder name could be then, right? It's a user defined folder
Okay.
name.
Okay.
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 Because temporary instance you have created, what is the folder name for that? Unique name for that. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So now this is okay. Any clarification? Two things are running now, right now. That Redis is ready, and my particular, oh sorry. Okay.
Sir,
Yeah. Mm.
you are getting tasks say hello and
Mm.
task sum, and in the
Mm.
command that you just ran, you ran app.celery underscore app, which is my salary app. Then you did worker, and nowhere you mentioned tasks. But
No,
then
no,
how
no. See,
in my
see,
task.py, yeah, my
wait.
task.py had the two say hello and sum, but how are they?
Correct, correct. So here, this is what my tasks, right?
Yes.
These two tasks you are calling in the app, right? Are you there?
Yeah, sir, I'm here, but exactly.
Wait. Let me complete it. So here, instance of that, this particular init app you are calling, right?
Yes.
So this particular salary app you are executing through that salary command in the command prompt, right?
Yes.
So whenever this particular salary app is called as a worker, whatever the command which you have used it, like this command, maybe salary, what is the app? Salary -a app.salary app. Immediately, this particular create init app is executed, right?
Yes.
So this create init app is taking app as a parameter. Okay, that's
That's
okay.
my
Wait, wait,
Flask
wait,
app.
wait. Let me go for it. Then it is going for this particular worker, right? Okay.
Okay.
So here in this particular task, actually in this particular task, whatever you write it. So all these are shared means current running instance salary is able to catch. Even you write a third function also, it is able to try to catch it. Maybe third function, I will write shared task ignore. Maybe default is ignore is false, so I did not write also this one as a route where I'm writing send email. Of course, I don't want to write anything, pass. So this function is a function, right? It's a task, right?
Yes.
So let me run my salary, stop and restart again. Immediately it recognizes. See, I'm shutting down, Control C. Again, I'm starting. Yes. See that? Is it clear?
Yes.
So what happens is whatever shared task, if you are prefixed, immediately that function is automatically caught by the salary. For example, I'll write another function like a normal function, def just a normal function, right? This is just a pass, a dummy function. Let me stop this one. It's not a shared task, it's a normal task. Again, run it. Yeah. So is it there? It's not there, right? Is it there?
No.
Because of salary instance automatically catch that whatever shared tasks are there, all that them caught. Okay,
Okay.
fine. So this particular thing is up to this is clear because your Redis is running, your salary is running. The salary is able to handle these particular tasks. Of course, some is a dummy task, no problem. Let it be. Sorry, some not. It's a send email is a dummy task. So any clarification further, please, you can ask that. It's open for it. Otherwise, I can go for that next part of how to access this asynchronous object. So far, it is created. Can I go for a Python interpreter to call these asynchronous functions? Can I go now? Invoking these tasks. Yeah, others, please. Any clarification? Okay. See here, two things it is running. The terminal one is Redis. The terminal two is salary is running. Now let's go for that. Another terminal I am opening, which is for Python. So I'm going to my Python. Maybe I'm going for same my app dev. So that same folder I can have salary examples. Yeah, it is that examples. In that Python, we went for it. Yeah, this Python is ready. Now what I do is I'm trying to access it. So I'm trying to access it means there are two ways of accessing. There is a normal function means just we call that sum 3 and 9. If it is asynchronous function means we supposed to call with delay. Of course, we have done the delay call even in the Flask app also, but I don't want to run the Flask app because easy way to understand, so that I open my Python compiler. So what I do is yeah, I'll call that maybe sum is 3 and 9. Oh, sorry, I have to import that whatever tasks are available. Let me import that from tasks import all. Of course, all things we are imported. Yeah, it is done. Now let's do that. The sum we cannot call like this because it is, it's a normal function. It is invoked. The sum function is invoked and we got it is a result. but I want to call it. See, when you are calling sum, you don't find any kind of log is generated here. So you can see that salary. Are you able to see the salary? Any log is generated? There is no signal that my asynchronous function is called. Is it any signal is there? No signal, no? Right?
No, no.
Okay. So you can observe it. There is, I'm trying to call this particular sum with asynchronous way, that is through salary. What I'll do is, A is sum with delay I'm calling, because I'm interested to call the function, just dispatch my task to the salary, and I don't want to wait for it, just call. This is called via salary. So now you see that there is a signal is generated here. You can see that by pressing enter, you can see here. Are you able to see here? There is a yellow color log is generated. Some function is invoked. Is it invoked? Are you able to find it? Yeah. Is it able to? Oh, sorry. Yeah. So the sum function is invoked. You can see that there is a unique ID generated. So you see that there is a unique ID. This particular one. Do you see this one? This particular one, a big part kind of a particular ID is generated, and it is succeeded. So whatever succeeded status we got it, and maybe it was taken in time, how much time it's required. The 13 result also we got it. And what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to do that, calling up the second function also, maybe whatever this particular Python compiler is there. Let me see that what is there in my A. The A is not a result, it is a asynchronous object. Is it right? Is it right? Hello? A is not a value of 10 plus 3. It is a asynchronous result, right?
Yes.
It contains a lot of things.
Yes.
What things it contains is here. See, I've written my particular app. It contains these things. Ready status is there, result is there. Let me investigate what it contains is. So I want to check it. Ready. It's a false. Because you said it is ignore the particular results is there. You are not interested to see that. You said it is true, right? Because you are putting this particular one, the functions which you have defined, this ignore result is true, you said it, right? So that's what I'm not interested to see that, so that I can check it. Even a dot state, it is pending only, it shows. A dot result is there. Of course, I don't see the result. I think it shows none. Yeah, it is printing, I do it. A dot result. Yeah, it is done. Even the job is finished. I don't want to see that whatever. See, my job is some kind of real-time environment. There is automated mails are generated. Generally, you take a scenario, a use case. Automated mails are generated and sent to all subscribers. But I'm not interested to see that whether the mail is sent to the each subscriber or not. Maybe 1 lakh or 10,000 or maybe 10 lakh of subscribers are there. I'm not interested to see that each particular one, whether it is subscription is done it or not. If suddenly I want to see that anything else, maybe I can see through that using ID, I can see that whatever job is dispatched, that is a different issue. But hello world is there, meaning say hello is there. So you can see the second function. What kind of function is that? Ignore result, you did false, right? Is it right? Hello?
Yeah, we are interested to know what.
Yeah, so we are interested to know that. Now I'll call that second function. My second function is, so I'm trying to call that. So B is, that is, say hello. It doesn't take any parameters, so that I can call the say hello with delay. Just simply delay, because it's not taking any parameters. Now let's see that. See, immediately there is an invoking of hello function, and the unique ID is generated. Maybe unique ID is generated. So the return value also we got it is hello. Let's see that. We are interested to see that all the particular things so far it was done. So I want to see that. So B dot So the ready of it, whether it is ready or not. Yes, it's ready. So B dot status, I want to know that. So of course it is success, and B dot result also I can find it. So that is because you are interested to see that whatever computed results, again I wanted to see that. So such kind of scenarios are there in the real-time environment, in the development environment, and some cases are there we are trying to dispatch it, but we are not interested to see that what result is happened. So that is what some tasks are true, some tasks are false. By default, ignore result is false so that you are interested to see. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, so basically ready could give us either none or true. So
No, none is no result, right? That is different. This is none. Okay. Redis is not giving. Redis is a just a broker, right? Redis is like a cache.
no, I'm sorry. The ready. I didn't say ready.
Oh, ready. Yeah, yeah. Ready will give you that whether it is ready or not.
False
To
or true. So these are boolean.
correct. So what exactly, just let me do that. What I'll do is I'm making this particular time is 15 seconds, right? Okay. Is it right? Hello?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, 15 seconds I made it uncomment of it. So let me run my particular salary once again. Okay. Yeah. Now my Python compiler is ready. What I do through my Python compiler is I'm trying to call b equal to say hello, okay, dot delay. See, now to do this say hello, you require 15 seconds, right? Is it right? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So before 15 seconds, if I'll try for ready, if I'll try for result, if I try for state, what is happening, we'll see. Just we'll do that. See, the task is dispatched. So b dot ready, just you check it, false. B dot state, so pending. B dot result, so of course it is none. So let's wait for up to 15 seconds. See, yeah, now 15 seconds was done. See, you got that the yellow signal that this was done. So now let's run that. This ready? Yeah, it's done. So that result also we got it. Yeah, that result we got it. And the state also it is done. Is it clear? Hello? Yeah, that's what.
Sir, here these result, these are the properties that we have defined in the
because
dictionary, right?
it is a asynchronous object, it is returning the delay method calling, it will return a result of asynchronous object. This is what the object, see here, you can see that here.
Yes, yes.
This
Yes, sir.
this asynchronous object have a collection of properties. Ready is there, ready is state is there, result is there. All these we are using for reference, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think because manually I want to show you that what the communication flow is happening between this salary and this. So that's what I want to show you. That's what I opened that Python compiler and this all done. So I think up to this is it clear? Any, because I did not use my Flask server. Just I called through particular Python compiler only. Is it okay? Yeah. So yeah, you can call this particular one even using your Flask server also. You can start in other terminal, maybe Flask server you can start it, so that even Flask also through web interface you can call it. So let me open my app dev. This is my salary examples. So my Python. So my particular app is available in app.py. It runs on that local host. So when it is running, your route can invoke it. See, your route is there. This route can invoke a delayed function of sum, and it will return only the ID. That ID we are returning on the web app. So let me call this particular route. Num is number 1, number 2 with 2 integers we are sending. See here through web I am calling. Just I'm opening my 127, this 5000 port, my Flask is 5000 port. Along with it, there is a route is there. Num1 I'm sending 7, num2 I'm sending 30. So now you carefully see that your salary is running, maybe your salary is running, but no hit is done. It is not received any kind of call. Just I'm pressing enter. Once I press my enter, immediately this particular sum function is called. So let me do that through web. Yes. So once it is called, immediately this is dispatched to the salary. And whatever the ID was generated, see, this is what the ID. This ID is populated on the web. Is it clear? Is it clear? Hello. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now this ID, I can use it parameter to the second function. I think my second function, actually intentionally I have written, but anyway, I've shown you that through that Python interpreter itself. See, there is a subroute is there, result with task ID. If you try with the result with task ID, you can get, whatever asynchronous result properties you can get it. So I do that result, this route, just I'll change it to result along with it, this particular ID. So let me see what happens. The JSON data is generated, right? Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Understood, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is the different ways. My salary is doing different ways of communication. Either you can communicate through Python interface or you can communicate, but it is doing a great job. Instead of your web server is doing the job, that is dispatched to salary. Yeah, somebody wants to ask something. Yeah, Shukla, you want to ask something?
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, why status is pending in that one?
Because it is not interested function, right? This particular task is not interested. So let me make it false. So then you are able to see all, right?
Okay.
So if I'll make it, it's a false. So then you are able to see. Let me do that one, false. Then you are able to see all this. But let me start that because new instance has to be created. Let me start my salary, shutting down and restart again. Okay, now we call the earlier route. So far earlier route is this, but every time new ID is generated, because same ID will not be there. So this ID is immediately changed. Please check it here. Even I'm sending same values. Yeah, this is a new ID we got it. This ID I can use it for get result. So what is the route? It is, so
Sir, how to access that ID?
just it is copy and paste, copy and paste. Programmatically, I've shown you, know, that is through Python compiler, I've shown you. Just it is ID. This is, yeah, it is. Here it is through app. Yeah, this ID we are sending as a parameter. So this ID we are getting result.id, right? Line number 80. Okay. Okay. As and when function is called, asynchronous object is returned. That object.id is more enough, right? Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So here the result I want to populate. So as this one, result with a new ID. So whatever the new ID is, not the old one. Let me paste the new one. This is, yes. See, now you got that because you said it is results is false, like, or ignore results is false. So that I'm interested to see that what is happening. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
So I think it is pretty much to understand how the salary and all these 2-3 things are integrating. My Flask can communicate with salary, but all these things requires my particular Redis is make sure it is available as a first Redis server. This should be available. So as and when the Redis is instantiated, there is a temporary database is created. There is a RDB, something like Redis database is created, where it is used for memory database. Of course, you cannot open it, but this database is used as a broker where it is receiving and making a queue, and results we are making a queue. All the stuff is done by the Redis. See, if you don't have the Redis, so simply it says that, see, I can stop my salary and I can stop my Redis If you run that without this Redis, my particular salary, you get some kind of warning or alert also. See, my Redis is not there. Now you can see that my Redis is not running. So they say it's a stop now. So let me run my particular salary app. Yeah, it is okay. So you get it completely. So the configuration is not found. So please make sure that there is communication for that. Because of that, it is refused. Some kind of temporary broker is required, then only it works. So make sure that Redis is having this particular configuration, and the particular, it always make sure it is on to make that broking part. Yeah, Shukla, you want to ask something?
Yes, sir. Sir, so here we saw the demo, but means like from a project point of view, where we are going to integrate
Correct.
this
Correct.
Redis and Celery.
Correct. So that's what actually, this is only the introduction part, how to implement practically. But let us go for the project part. If it is that this term project, so I don't remember what the project is there. Is it parking or is it, what is that
It was
application?
parking lot, yes,
Okay.
parking lot.
So there is a reminders we are sending. So they said it is as per that app dev 2 project. So they suggested to send that some kind of summary reports to the user who has used the parking at our parking spots. So I want to send a monthly report or weekly report. So something like end of the day, you want to send a receipt to him, right? Something like that. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
So for that, we are going for the next extension for this one. I'm doing the next job is that. Okay. This is only how these three are integrated. Now let's go for the next one, right? Directly, I cannot jump into the mail sending, no, right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Can you
So now we are
Yes, sir.
moving to the next step. The next step is now we are doing some more extension for this. So here, whatever you have seen, so far, uh, your particular salary, it's able to handle different asynchronous tasks. Asynchronous tasks. This asynchronous tasks, whatever some or hello world you have done so far, these things are called explicitly, right? Is it called by explicitly? Are you calling explicitly? Explicitly means either you are calling through Python compiler or you are calling through Flask route, right? Right? Is it right?
Yes, sir.
But I want to call this particular asynchronous tasks. So I want to call them using a timestamp. Using a timestamp. So timestamp means you supposed to call it like, there is a scheduler we need to appoint it. That scheduler periodically it will check it. So it is regularly it will check it. Any particular task I need to call it, any particular task I need to call it. So for that, this, maybe what you can call, don't say the timestamp, maybe every end of the day, or it might be after 10 minutes, I want to invoke this one, something like that. Maybe end of the month, I want to call that. So for that, so you can say that it's a uh, specific time, what you can call as end of the day. So something like some examples, end of the day, end of the month, so something like that. So for this, there is another extension is there for salary, that is called Celery Beat. This is what extension we used. So this extension, what it will do is, instead of calling every time explicitly, like, that some dot delay we are calling, say hello dot delay we are calling. I don't want to do that. It has to be called by itself. For that, we need to do that Celery Beat. So for the Celery Beat, additional thing, what I supposed to do is a periodical kind of thing. I need to change some particular, additional kind of importing I need to do, maybe the configuration setup I need to do that. For that, so let me open my salary tasks which are there. There is a scheduler which I trying to do that. This is my app. So far it was there. So what I'm trying to do is, additionally, I want to do some kind of periodic tasks. I want to do that. For the periodic tasks, I supposed to write some kind of salary periodic tasks. So these things you can get it some salary periodic task. I think we can borrow this code from the salary periodic task. So you can see the navigate to the documentation. So periodic tasks are there. Yeah, this is periodic tasks. So here is the periodic tasks. Here it is. So the periodic tasks are there, but periodic task, it requires a lot of pre-settings. You're supposed to do that. There is a time zone. By default, the time zone is UTS is there, but we need to set up that IST. So then only the periodic task it works. By default, it is UTC is there. So we need to change that one also in the configuration. Then only our IST based Indian Standard Time it works. And default whatever it's there, that has to be disabled. I think we have a disable option also there. Yeah, there it is. Then disable, you can disable it. I think there is enable and disable time zone. Wait, let me check it. Yeah, time zone setting. It is okay, time zone setting, but disabling is there. Where it is enable UTC, control F, enable, yeah. I don't know where it is there. UTC. By default, UTC is there, but I can disable it. Yeah, it is somewhat in the documentation, but anyway, I will do this particular some configuration settings in the salary config, and as well as app.py, I need to set some kind of additional things. Let me do that first. Basically, how really the salary beat we can set up. So what I do is, I'll get back to my app. This particular app is there. In this, I'm creating some periodic tasks I want to create for that. So let me do that. Salary app, there might be some function I'm creating. The function I'm creating is, there is additional function. Let me name that. It is required a route. I think there is a route was defined. Yeah, this is the route. Yeah, here it is. There might be here. Yeah, it is a Django centric they have given it, but I'm trying to give it salary app because my app is that salary app only. So let me do this copy of this only as it is. I'm copying exactly same, but some things I will comment, something I will comment it. This one I'm copied it, but here is my salary app name is not app. So my salary app is in the 7th line number. I've given it is salary app. So let me name that one, rename it salary app only. It's not app. Yes. So this function, it would help you that creating the periodic tasks we are setting. So here some periodic tasks they are calling. I am not interested to call this particular function. So let me comment some of them. I don't want these are right now. I'm just making this one as comment. I'm interested to call only my sum function for every 10 seconds. Yeah. So this part I'm interested. So this part I'm making interested to change that calling of my sum function, call my sum function for every 10 seconds. That's what I want to do that. For this is what the parameters, 10 seconds we are calling. What task you are calling? So already we know our task. What is my task I want to call? Is it sum? Is it sum? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So that just instead of test, I need to call sum. So remember, if you could see that whenever you are calling a asynchronous task, we are trying to call sum.delay, right? Is it right? Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Sir, can you
But
repeat?
whenever you are calling asynchronous task, we are calling sum.delay. So say hello.delay, right?
Yes, sir.
But right now there is no delay. You're supposed to call the asynchronous function .s. You need to call it. So what parameters I want to send it is, I want to send at 17 and 50. This particular one is called, the sum is called, for every 10 seconds, this is the name of this particular salary task which was generated. So periodically, this particular one is called by this one, invoked by that salary beat. See, salary beat is not a big deal. Even you go for salary documentation, here is the salary beat. So this is another server. You need to invoke it. You can also run the salary beat command to run the tasks which are scheduled tasks. Explicitly, you need not call it. Immediately, for every 10 seconds, this sum function is called. Without calling that particular through Python, through that Flask route, this function is automatically called. But you supposed to run that another terminal is for salary beat also. So if you could see that whatever you are running is, you are running with your Redis, and you supposed to run your salary worker. Sorry, something I lost it. Yeah, it is maybe my Redis server is okay. Yeah, it is okay. What is missing? Oh, sorry. Oh, hello. Yeah. So anything? Somebody wants to ask something? Yeah, it's okay.
Sir, in the that ID, I saw that there was some red line near
Okay,
salary.
okay,
So
okay. Where it is then?
sender salary. That orange line is there.
That was not imported. Oh, that was not imported. Sorry. Maybe that could be the reason. So I need to import that, the salary, So from salary, you need to import that. Yeah, from salary, import salary. Right. Okay, done. I think now it's gone. Yeah, that could be the reason. Yeah. Yeah, now it's okay. But now this particular sum, you're not calling. You're not calling through that Flask route. You're not calling through Python interpreter. So what I do is, I'm trying to call through that. So this salary beat, whenever you want to start it, sorry, actually, I did not set up that UTC time standard, but anyway, I'll send it later. Maybe later I'll set it. But right now, it is not related to the timing standard. It is related to that every 10 seconds I need to call it. You keep on observe it. This particular log is not updated. That means still that particular sum function is not called. Now let us we start that another instance for salary beat. See, maybe this Python I can stop it because no more it is used. So far it's not required. Is it quit? I think it was lost somewhere. And whatever is there, what is this one? Yeah, this is okay. I can use it, this one. So here I can start my salary beat. So let's see that the command for salary beat is this, except we are specifying my particular uh, app name. That app name is app.salary app. See that here, there it is a worker is there, here the beat is there. So let's start this one. See, whenever you observe it, beat is starting, and you carefully observe it, both this salary and salary beat side by side. What is, yeah. After 10 seconds, immediately it is sending a due task to the salary. Immediately salary will process it. Another 10 seconds you wait. So possibly this beat is dispatching. The beat job is regularly it tries to dispatch the particular salary task periodically, like irregular intervals. So instead of setting a time interval, I want to set a timestamp. That is a different issue. But right now you understand how the salary beat is helping to the salary. Is it clear? The job is done by the salary, but the salary beat is dispatching it. Is it right? Yeah. Somebody wants to ask something. Yeah. Chakraborty.
Yeah, sir, would you just explain that part about not using sum.delay and using sum.s?
That's a predefined function. The salary beat will use it. This particular framework, you see that this one, the asynchronous functions are called not by delay. They are called by the predefined function called s. Instead of delay,
So,
it is replaced with s. That's it.
okay, sir. So if you are calling it asynchronously through the Python shell or through the Flask server, we use delay.
Correct.
But whenever you are trying to use it via for salary beats, we will use S.
Correct.
Okay.
See that you can see that other functions also test.s they are calling. This is also test.s. And here the cron tab is created for the sender. Yeah, here also test.s, right?
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So I think up to this is clear. See, regularly it is happening. So they are communicating. Beat is regularly dispatching. Beat job is just a clock is running. Once the time is up, immediately it will dispatch the task to salary. Salary will do the job. Yeah, beat is a running clock, what you can call as. Regularly it beats the clock. Yeah. So I think up to this is clear. I'm stopping my particular salary beat because I don't want to do anything here. Now the thing is, now we come to our actual whatever your particular project kind of thing. Whatever this particular task is there, I want to execute using a timestamp, not like a time intervals. I don't want to make this one as a time interval. Just let me make it comment, not like every 10 seconds. I want to do this one. Maybe right now the time is 10. Maybe I want to run it 10:05. The time 10:05, but I have to maintain that IST standard. By default, UTC standard is there. These two things you have to disable it. So first you need to disable the UTC, then we need to enable that time zone of Asia. So default is UTC is there. So we will see that the time standard for this IST, we'll see that maybe in the documentation you can find it. So let me see that. So first we do that. Enable UTC is there. That we are making is false. So we try to make it that enable this one, so that your salary beat will use it that not that particular standard of this. It will simply by default it is there. Yeah, it is. I think after you are setting that IST, you get some kind of alert also here. We are disabled the UTC. Currently we are using IST. So how to set the time zone for this one is, let me check my time standards. Time zone for salary beat. Yeah, beat. So there is time zone for salary beat. By default is UTC is there. So this is what the time zone. I can fix it for, I think Asia Calcutta is there. I think for Asia. Yeah, we can set this one. By default, it's this one is there. So I want to change this. Change this. Asia Calcutta. Right, yeah. I think these two settings you're supposed to do it. Once you have done the settings, so let me go for my particular, this particular app. So now I'm not interested to call this periodically for every 10 seconds. I'm interested to call it through that some particular time, like at particular hours and minutes I want to call it. For this, there is already available. There is a send. This one is there, but it requires one additional thing to be imported. That is called cron tab. This is a cron tab is a predefined module you need to import it. Let's import that. Let's import that cron tab. So that is from salary. I think it's a scheduler. I don't remember that particular one. Yeah, here it is. This one. This part. Cron tab is required. The cron tab is a required module. Yeah, I've done this one importing. Once this is done, so let me run it. So right now, I'm not interested for the day of the week because it's the first day of the week I want to execute it. These are constants are there. So right now the hour is that 10:03 is there, maybe 24 hours clock if you talk about that. So this could be now the time of that 20 and 10 minutes. So I want to go with 4 minutes. Let it be 5 minutes, maybe something like that. Yeah, it's okay. Oh, sorry, 05. I think 05 is not working. Maybe I'm not sure how the minute has to be defined. Maybe let me see that what happens. So now what I want to call as the sum only I want to call it.
So the hour.
Yeah, hour is 20 because 24 hours clock means it's a 20 hours. Is it 20 hours now?
22, sir.
Oh, sorry, it's a 22. Correct. Yeah, 22. So, and this particular 17 and 7, I'm trying to send it for the sum. Yeah. Right now, they said it is 7:30 a.m. Maybe it is 10:05. Maybe possibly it has to work. Let me see that my salary beat, how it is working. Yeah. So let me start this one. Maybe some kind of cron tab issues there. See, actually, cron tabs are somewhat a typical kind of pattern. There is cron tab you want to examine, maybe you want to understand. There is a cron tab guru is there. There is a predefined documentation, cron tab guru. Yeah. This tab generally we use it in the development environment. Yeah, here it is. See, this is a cron tab guru. What it would help you is you define minute, hour, day, month, and week. So these are all 5 particular positions you can specify. So based on it, you get what should be defined. So what I'll do is I want that right now 7th minute I want it, and hour is I want to specify that it's 22. Okay. Yeah, rest of the things are okay because at 22:07 you get this. Copy this one. Okay. So I can copy this one 7 in 22. I think, yeah, you can copy this. Let me paste this one. Hour is 22. This is 7. I can specify like directly 7, I think. Yeah, 7 is okay. Let me run this one. I think 07 is not valid. Yeah, let's wait for this until 7 because you can observe this particular clock. So by see, I think the UTC changed. Is it clear? Earlier UTC was not disabled. Now it was disabled. Now let's see by 10:07 whether my this is called 07 is not done, 7 is done. Let's wait for it.
So this is the Redis server.
No. This is a salary beat. Salary beat is able to dispatch. Yeah. See, exactly by 7, this task is scheduled. This is dispatched. Exactly. It's at 24. Is it clear? Is it clear? But here, please use it this cron tab to specify. For example, somebody interested to send the mail end of the month. So then what I do is I will specify here minute is 0 and that the clock is this 24, sorry, it's a 23. So here the minute is 59, something like yeah, 59 minutes. Yeah, 23:59, maybe 24 also I can use it. I think 24 is not allowed. 00 is allowed. Correct. So whenever 00, correct. So it's allowed. And the day which you wanted, first day, second day, third day, so where it is 31 days or 30 days based on the month we are going, which day of the month? Maybe 31st day of it. Day of the month is 31st. And which month out of 12 months? Maybe I want to, every month, end of the day, I want to put it like 30th or 31st. Or I want to put it that by the end of the March 31st, I want to do that so that then I can specify 3. So 31st March, we get that IT alert or something alert, I want to send it. So yeah, these things are okay. So, but make sure these constants has to be specified. So what I need to specify here is, I need to specify all these constants in the cron tab. So that cron tab has to be specified with, I can specify all these are minute, I can specify 0, 0, and then I can specify my hour. I can specify my hour is 0, 0, and I can specify my day is 31st, and I can specify my month is that 3. So these things we are specifying. So this particular cron tab, the constant you need to figure out through cron tab guru. So once that constant you know it, just copy and paste it here and use it. Yeah, somebody wants to ask something.
Sir, two questions. Number one, you had two consecutive two cron tab
No,
commands.
no, no. Just it is only for the sake of copied and pasted. This you can ignore it.
Sir, is it like, can we run multiple?
No, no, no. You need to write another periodic task. You supposed to write copy and paste of the same. Write another periodic task. Okay.
So cron tab, one cron tab per periodic task.
Another periodic task you need to create.
Got it. So, sir, what if I want to send it on every month, say like every day? What would I do?
So 24 hours, you can put that clock is this cron tab is 24 hours clock. So by the 0, 0, but rest of the things I don't want. I don't worry about this. Okay, this is star. So let me see that. I specified hour, minute, I specified hour, day I specified, month I specified, week is star. Okay. Now what happens that end of the day it goes that, right? Is it right?
End of the day. So I mean, basically, it's
Like 24 hours.
okay.
0, 0. So that you need to specify minute and hour only. Other parameters I need not give it. I need to specify minute is 0, 0. Okay. Hour is 0, 0. So end of the day it will be executed. The sum is executed end of day. It means 24 hours, right?
Means every midnight it's going to send.
Correct, correct. Okay.
And sir, if I have to send it every minute, then I would again just write what?
Correct. So that you need to spend, so hour I need not specify anything, so that every minute I need to do that. So that every minute I want to do that, so that every minute, every 1 minute I want to execute it, right? At minute 1, it is going to be executed. So I don't want to specify hour or anything. Sorry, this is not required. Second one I'm ignoring. Yeah, this every minute, every 1 minute I'm trying to do that. 0, 1. Yeah, 0, 1. So 1, let's write 1. So this is okay. So I think this can be done for every periodic task of 60 seconds. Is it okay? I did not go for cron tab. Is it right? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
I can go for periodic task. This one is there. This is periodic task without cron tab. This part can do it. Every 60 seconds I can do it. Because this makes sense. That's okay.
Sir, so we only have option to add seconds or minutes to this, or like if I want to do at the end of every day, then I have to go to cron tab.
Correct, correct. End of the day, every 15th hour, 33 minutes at that time I want to execute it. Then I can do this one.
On a particular day of a month.
Yeah. So this month we are specifying, upcoming month and day we can specify, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
See that you can see that the minute one you specified as and when next at 25, the August 5th, 23, 1 minute, it is going to be executed because as per that 0, 1 you specified. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the making that salary beat with cron tab, but make sure your configuration is disabling the UTC. By default, UTC is there. You need to set that IST timing standard. Where it is time zone, we are fixing is Asia Kolkata. These two settings are mandatory. Otherwise, you are not syncing with UTC standard, but so that cron tab behavior is not consistent. This is a basic thing you need to set up. So of course, this particular cron tab thing, temporarily I'm making these things are, yeah, it is temporarily I'm making it because now I want to test with mails. Because simple task you have seen, now let's see that how the mails can be shown. So is it okay up to this? Up to this, is it clear? Now we'll work on the mails, how to send the mails, right? Hello. Yeah. So just give me 30 seconds of pause. I'll get back with you very soon. Yeah. So I think now we have done with all the things. Just quickly, if you recap it, we have done with the Redis. So which is that a broker which is using for sending and receiving the results. For that, cache database is required. That's done by the Redis. And the salary it is used for exclusively reduce the burden from the Flask server. All background tasks which are dispatched by the Flask or through web URL or through that any Python calling, you can run it through Celery. The Celery is a different server. Celery will take the help of the Redis. And when it comes to the Celery Beat, asynchronous calling explicitly we are calling, but instead of explicitly you are calling, implicitly in the regular time intervals I want to do with it. That is done by the Celery Beat. But the Celery Beat have that two kind of things. Maybe periodic task we call it by a time duration, or periodic task you want to call it through a timestamp. For the timestamp, we try to use it a cron tab. So to know the cron tab standards, you can just see the documentation of cron tab group. Yeah, I think up to that it's clear. Is it okay? Shall I go for the next? Yeah. So now the thing is sending the mail. See, generally how the mail it works is, the mail service it works is, there is SMTP server is there, which is simple mail transfer protocol. This protocol is, it is responsible to process all of the mails. So sender and receiver, all these are maintained. So of course, these SMTP services are provided by the different kind of mail service providers of Gmail or any other through APIs they are providing. Somebody they are providing through some other, there is pay services there they are providing. But right now to test this particular SMTP, we are trying to create a fake SMTP. We can say that, I say a dummy SMTP. So actually dummy SMTP means it is a open source one which are trying to use it. So that SMTP temporarily it works it, but permanently your mails are not resided and saved. So there is a predefined uh, dummy SMTP is there. You can download it. MailHog. See, you can see that is available for all of different operating systems. It's open source one where it is uh, free one which you can download it for different kind of thing, which can be done it on either Linux or it might be anything, Windows or Mac or anything. So this MailHog has to be installed first. So as you know that this particular three things are running right now, Redis and Celery and this one. Forget about your Flask server because we are not concerned about Flask server now. We are not calling any Flask or anything. But right now, if your MailHog is there, you are able to get it. See, I'm opening one more this terminal, the MailHog. Sorry. Yeah, this is what the MailHog. See, as and when the MailHog is running, the serving is available in this particular localhost 8025. This is the port number. So just see that. I think I'm not sure either this 8025 or this. Yeah, this is what 1025, right? This is serving. This is binding. Okay, this is mostly that 1025
So
only.
I think it's 8025.
8025, is it right? Or 1025? I'm not sure.
It's 8025.
Okay, let me see that. What is that? No, it is 8025 only. 8025. Yeah, it is server. Correct. This is the MailHog interface because it looks like inbox. Whatever the mails are received, it is a temporary one. Of course, it is not linked to any specific user. It's a temporary one. The MailHog can be installed. Once it is installed, whatever sending mails are there, that interface you can see that here. What you are sending, that it is. But sending of the email, I want to use Tej. Actually, Tej has given in his lecture some kind of, I think, 9th or 10th week, still I don't remember. Just you can check it. This particular code, it might be in the 10th week only, the screencast. I don't remember whether it's a 9th week or 10th week, but that code is with me. Just I'll borrow that code. Just quickly, I'll borrow that code because I don't want to type that Python code again and again. So just I want to borrow that. It's there in my examples. It's in my app dev too. In my examples, there is example. Yeah, it is example. This one. This one. See here, this is the Tej in the screencast he has given. Just quickly walk through this code. What is happening? You can see that. So the Python is having a library called smtplib. We are importing. Of course, date and time they are not using. I want to remove it. So this particular email service can take a different kind of text content. The meme type can be text type or multi-part or meme based. And some encoders we are using and Jinja template. These are different modules it required. And SMTP host is always localhost because you can see that it is always localhost we are using. And server port number is 1025. Actually, you can see that here it is. As and when that MailHog is running, yeah, here it is. So this is 1025, but server is under this particular HTTP. If it is serving, there are two kind of thing. Binding address is different and serving address is different. So hope it is using a binding address. This is 1025. And this mail ID, you can specify anything. Maybe Tej has given his particular sample mail ID. You can specify that some ABC. Maybe the sender, who is sender? The sender is that ABC some gmail.com, something like that. And the password is not required because it's a fake SMTP only. And these are the functions is defined. So what functions is defined is first function is that sending mail, it takes that various parameters, attaching the file, what file you want to attach anything, by default none it is taking. And message is taking that multi-part of message. The sender address is assigned to the message form. To address is received from the parameter subject. All this stuff is okay because this is not a great thing where it is Tej has given. But I don't want to use any file kind of attachment. Of course, forget about it. That's okay. Now the formatting the message is there where it is formatting in a template format. Why is using a template format is maybe he wants to send it a constant template. I think he wants to use some HTML also. Yeah, here is HTML. So welcome HTML also he is using. This welcome HTML is taking some data as a parameter. Of course, I need to copy that welcome HTML also. Just let me drag and drop the welcome HTML. Yeah, here it is. This is simple HTML. So the mail you are sending in HTML format, every time the name you are generating is the name, it is going to be dynamically generated through Jinja template. That's what the template it is reading the file data. So the file data use it and that is rendered. That is rendered as a formatting message. So, but I don't want to send any attachment, so that I made one is comment line 55 line number. I don't want to send any PDF or any attachment. So I made it a manual. Once I made it manual, my attachment file is none. So if you don't send anything, my attachment is not send anything. So all these is okay. Yeah, this is my main one, how this main is working. So as he given that Raz mail ID and Yasmin mail ID, where the new users, they are receiving welcome message. This welcome message is executed for every new user because it is run in the 65 and 66 line number, which is for 2 users you are sending. So the new users, they are getting the mails of this particular welcome message. This is what the welcome message. Welcome message is calling send mail. This is what the send mail. The entire send mail is called. Now let us check it whether this Python program is successfully working or not. Based on it only we go forward. See, your MailHog is running. Yeah, here it's a MailHog is running. A dummy SMTP. Let's run my Python compiler, whether my my Python program is properly working or not, just to check. That's right. So I'm going for my app dev to salary example. So here I have this example.py, which is borrowed from Thay's code. Professor Thay has given the code this one. So Python example.py. Yeah. So it is done. Once it is done, you check your MailHog. So this MailHog, we got the 2 mails. The first mail is this. See, this Yasmin is generated for Yasmin. Similar lines, if we go back, this Raj is generated for this Raj. This is done through this template which was defined. This is what the template. So this template is getting a dynamic name from the Jinja template. So this Jinja template is received from here. Here it is. See, every time the welcome message is sent, the data is sent as a parameter. What is my data? It's user data. So every user data we are sending, first user data we are sending is this part. So this part is sent as a parameter. So in this, the data of the mail is generated, welcome message is title, and what is the message you sent it? The message is again you are extracting from this template, whatever format message is there, this is what the format message. This is extracted from the HTML file. So which HTML file you are using? This is what the HTML file which you are using, the template file name. The same template is used, but the data is used. So this integration, I want to send the mails. Instead of sending through a Python program, I want to send it through salary task. Hope you got it. Is it right? It's a simple Python program, but I want to call it through that salary task. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So what I'll do is I'll copy the complete the Professor Thay's code to salary task. Yeah, somebody wants to ask something.
Sir, you opened this example.py first in a Python shell
Yeah, it is Python shell only we are running.
and you ran it through a Python shell. You did
Correct.
not run. Okay, now we are going to run it through
Salary task. Salary task.
So we're going to copy it in the tasks.
Correct. I want to copy now. Still not copied.
Okay, okay.
So now what I'll do is exactly whatever the code has defined, all these I'm copying Control A, Control C, then into my salary tasks. So earlier I've written this function. This function, inside of this function, I want to copy. Exactly copied the same code. But some parts I'll remove it, don't worry about it. See, this entire one is copied. But here, this is not well indentated. Just select all this and make it indentation. All these are internal. Of course, I don't want to rewrite this particular code again and again. So that's what I made it like this. I don't want this one also. Yes. Yeah, it is okay because I don't need this particular function also. I want to make this one as a main function code. Yeah, this is, yeah. This part I want to make it here. Yeah. So here you see that entire one is copied into send email. So whatever is there, same as it is copied. Internal functions are there. Format message, welcome message, all these are there. This is outside of this particular one, outside of this particular function means definitely it is invoked. This function, third function, all these are invoked by send welcome message. So this is a sending of email, but this email I want to send periodically. This remote task was created, whatever, shared task. But this shared task, I want to call through that salary beat. I want to, sorry, not call, dispatch. What do you say that? Am I right? Am I right? Hello? Hello?
Yes,
Yeah.
understood.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, let me go for my this salary beat code where it is app is there in this. So I don't want this periodical one. I want to make it a cron tab. Just make it a cron tab. So this particular cron tab. So I want to specify. Yeah, it is okay. This is useful. So the minute and hour. So right now the time is the 10:29. The hour is this 22. Let me make it this 31. I am not interested in the day. I'm not interested in the month. Yeah, that's okay. Comma separator. Yes. So this salary beat is ready. Let me restart my salary beat. This is my salary beat. Control C. And even my particular one has to be, salary has to be down because the new function is built. New particular body is built. So I think 31 is not advisable one. Let it make it 32. Minute is 32. That could be better. So 22 and 32. 32 minute I want to run this particular mail. So let me run this one. My salary is running. So now the send email is there. My salary beat also I want to run it. This one. Yes. So please observe my particular MailHog. You're supposed to get another 2 mails after 10:32. So maybe immediately after 10:32, the send email works. So definitely you're supposed to get it. Let observe this one parallelly at 10:32. The salary bit will dispatch the task and salary will do the sending mail job. That's what a sequence of flow. Yeah, maybe let's wait for it. Yeah, it is okay. Maybe yeah, it's a log, but make sure that only thing we need to have that the MailHog is a dummy one where it has to be installed. You can the open source one. You can include that. Yeah, this is not a typical code. Just copied and pasted. Yeah, it is not a typical code. Yeah, it is okay. I think. Yeah, my things are dispatched. Let me check my, yeah, it is dispatched. It is dispatched. Oh, why my sum is dispatched? I don't know what is that. Maybe somewhat I've done something wrong. Maybe I've not called that, that function, which is send mail. I called that sum actually. That's what a wrong calling of that. Here it is, my app. Here it is cron tab. I supposed to call my send mail. So I should import that one also. Say hello, send email also. So that I can call my send email.
Sir, 17.7, what's that doing, sir?
No, no, no. Sorry, I have to remove that one. Send email is a simple function, right? Okay. Yeah, now it's making 33 minutes. So that makes it interesting because quickly I can get it. My salary is running. My wait has to be run it. So what time I did it? 34? Oh, 33, yeah. I'm sorry, maybe make it 34. Because we have passed away the time. Let me stop this. Salary beat is enough. Because 34 is okay because salary is only dispatching the task. The task is no change in the task. Only the calling time we changed it. So we need not restart this salary. So once these two are done, we try to see that your MailHog also. Yeah, it is okay. It is dispatched. Send mail is done and it is done and it is dispatched the salary also. Let's check our this. Another two mails are just few seconds ago. We got it. These two mails we have generated recently. Yeah. So this is the sequence of flow, but it is a very useful flow whenever the development or production environment you are working in your real-time environment scenarios. So these a couple of different tools we try to integrate and we try to build that backend tasks. That's what backend jobs. Yeah. Shukla, you want to ask something?
Yes, sir. Sir, here we just use normal environment. What about virtual environment? In virtual environment, also same thing will
Same
we can
thing.
use.
Only activate that virtual environment. That's it.
Okay, okay.
But you need to do the pip installation of salary, right?
What, sir?
Pip install of the salary because that's one of the
Huh.
requirements.
Yes, yes, yes.
Correct. Yeah. Chakraborty, you want to ask something?
Yes, sir. A couple of questions. First of all, the MailHog has to be installed in WSL or like it has to be.
It's
Uh,
open. So it's an open source one. It can be installed on Windows also.
so
So yeah,
I'll
it
have
is. Just
salary
a minute.
and this.
MailHog on Windows. Just a minute. Yeah, it is local email setting. Yeah, it is mailhog.exe is there already there.
Okay, sir. The next question is, sir. This MailHog is what? This is an SMTP server or like what is it?
Fake SMTP. See, for example, if I stop that MailHog right now, for example, it is running, right? There are 4 emails are there, right?
Yes.
So let me stop this MailHog. So what happens? We'll see that. This MailHog is there. I'm stopping this. I am stopping this. Again, I'm starting this. Once I stopped it, definitely there is no connection. We cannot get it, right? Again, if I'll start it, the old mails will go off. No old mails, right?
Okay.
It's a temporary SMTP is created only to test the mailing service. That's it.
So here the mail is being sent through Celery Beat, and the MailHog is the recipient from
It's
where
an inbox. It's inbox.
it's just the inbox.
Yeah, it is SMTP server is maintained like Google server.
Mm-hmm.
We have that MailHog server. A local server is created. All inbox received mails are maintained.
And sir, email is sent through that example.py file that you copied in the task.py.
Correct.
That contain the entire everything, the template, the instructions, the format, and everything. This one.
Yes, yes. This is exactly whatever that Professor Tej has given his code. That the same thing I copied, except some changes. Like I don't want to send any attachment, so I made this one as a comment. And I've removed the main because Python file I don't want to run it. I want to call it through function only. Just I removed the main code. Just main calling the main. That's I removed it.
Answer my last question. Here we have hard coded the user details.
Yeah, here it is hard coded, right? So instead of hard coded, see here, instead of hard coded like sender address, all these are, I can do that through one HTML form. Like HTML form is there, no? Like one particular front end. That front end data you can receive it. That received arguments you can form.get and then that particular form, like a text box is there. Like who is the sender is the default sender. Of course, sender is always one. So your application only sender. The receiver only we are changing, right? Is it right?
Yes, the receiver.
So yeah, receiver. What I do is instead of this particular name 70 to 82 line numbers, instead of this, what I'll do is I try to do that. This data get from your SQLite database because SQLite 3 contains that all registered users, if it is parking system is there, all registered users have mail IDs, right? right? Hello.
Yes.
So all
Yes.
these we are getting using some SQL alchemy code we are writing. Once we got it, we try to put them as a dictionary, and then we try to call this particular function. That's it, nothing else. Okay, because it's a dictionary, hard-coded dictionary. Instead of hard-coded dictionary, we try to get the data from database, SQLite database. Okay.
So basically, it's going to be like user query, then all get, all
Correct.
then.
Who are registered users are there in the parking application, all the registered users will receive some message, background task.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
fine. Every end of the day or we are interested to see even in the Viva whether you have implemented that backend tasks or not. At least sending an email every end of the week. That's it. Clear? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Sir, since you mentioned Viva, sir,
Hmm.
if in the Viva we are asked, how have you implemented Celery Beat? Like, what would be a typical answer? Would be like,
No,
what is
very
the
simple.
default?
See, salary beat implementation is not, it's a background task how you are implemented. Backend jobs are background task, right? So the actual flow of the backend jobs we are implemented is, so first we required a Redis server where it is a cashier broker, which is will handle the temporary database where it is incoming and outgoing flow is maintained, the data flow. And the salary is able to handle all of the asynchronous tasks. It's not executed by the web server, it is executed by the salary. But the salary beat is a scheduler. It will schedule that the jobs, either it is by time or it might be a timestamp. A regular intervals you want to execute it or a by timestamp. So now to check the mails, we are using a fake SMTP, that is MailHog. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it, implementation. So MailHog is nothing to implement. Only thing we are using that particular mail sending code extracted and putting it. Whether mails are received or not, that is identified through MailHog. That's it. It's a console. That MailHog is a console where you are able to see the received mails in an inbox. That's it. Okay. But main job is we are implementing salary and salary beat. These things. Salary is the more things we are building. Salary beat is a less part of it, where it is integrating salary with salary beat. That's it. These two belongs to same framework only. But more things we need to learn is here. The configuration of this is the major thing. This is what the configuration, where you need to configure first. Then initial setup, which is called worker. The salary has to be set up. Once these two things, this is borrowed code from the Flask salary, the salary Flask you are borrowed. The tasks you can write it, but these are dummy tasks I've written earlier. Sum and hello, where is a dummy task to test it. We don't ask what is ignore result and what is ignore false, because most of the times of your vibe of your project we try to focus on front end, and as well as back end task is implemented on it, because it's a MAD2. MAD2 means two parts has to be checked. The first part we need to check it is front end view components we need to verify. Second part we try to verify is whether you have implemented back end tasks or not. And APIs also, right? Right?
Yes, sir. And then in the send email, you did not mention ignore results as true or false. What is the default?
Default is false. We are
Okay.
interested to see the results, right? Default is false. This one, so this is true means that is changed. Default, even you don't put it anything, here it is. Explicitly you want to mention true, then you are not interested. This is implicitly, it is false. So
Understood.
this is also implicitly false. Okay? Yeah. Okay.
Sir, one more thing. The dump Redis database. Can
No,
you?
that is created by itself. Once I delete and restart my Redis, immediately it is created. Just
Sir,
you can. Yeah.
If we stop the Redis server, does it mean it gets
No,
deleted?
no, no. It is not. It is not deleted. See here, I stopped it. Where is? Yeah, maybe first I'll stop my salary. I'll stop my Redis. Yeah, all these are. Yeah, one more is this. Yeah, this is stopped. And the fourth tab and third tab. Yeah, all this is beat is stopped. And Redis also I'll stop at. Yeah, it is all log is there. Just you check it. Even you reopen it, it's a temporary one, but it contains, see, for example, if I delete this one, nothing happens. Say I'm deleting, let me delete this. Sorry. Yeah, delete this. Okay, so let me run my Redis now. Here is my Redis. Once it is started, let me see what happens. So I think still it is not, interaction is not done by salary. So let me start my salary here. Here is my salary started. I think once my salary started, immediately the Redis will come into the track. I think somewhere it will come. I don't know when it will come, but it is created. If it is deleted also, no problem. Again, it can maybe after my first interaction has to be done. I think so. Once first interaction is done, so then it is able to, yeah, this is okay. Fourth one. Anyway, because first interaction to be done, then only it can create a data. Yeah, it is. Whenever salary beat is initiated, first interaction is started, then immediately DB is created, where it is a temporary database. But it is a temporary one. You can delete it, again it creates, not a problem. We don't worry about what content is there. Okay.
Okay, and sir, this Redis database dump.rdb, is it in the memory? Like, will
Yeah,
it
it's
be?
in the temporary memory. Once you delete it also, no problem.
So every time we close down the app, and it's going to go away.
Yes, yes. But even deleted or not deleted or not issue. If it is available, it uses same thing again and again. If it is not available, it will create again. That's it.
Okay.
Because accessing the data from memory is faster than accessing the disk. That's it. Yeah. So I
Okay.
think we have done all. Anything clarification? Yeah. So this is what the important concept. So I think if it is the next week is there, you might have webhooks is there. I think that could be the one important task which was there. So that may be the most important one, where it is development environment and production environment. You require these thing of concepts and project environment also. So hope you
So
enjoy
what,
this. Yeah.
so what about caching?
The caching is done through Redis, no, right?
Sir, this is, I'm sorry, sir, this may sound a very silly question.
Webhooks is there. Webhooks is that next week.
No, I get it, sir, but caching, can you just explain briefly, like, what would caching involve? Like,
Yeah, caching is a temporary memory which will receive that inputs and it will return that responses. But whenever that inputs are stored in the key and value pair, like a JSON format, quickly it can return the output, right?
yes.
So that cache is a temporary memory, right? That is maintained by the Redis. Redis is a broker cache which works like a temporary database. Okay.
Okay.
So there are many cache applications are there. One of them is Redis. Somebody will use some other also. If it is Java Spring Boot, there is called synchronized functions are there. They itself they have some kind of synchronization scheme. Like they are using some kind of what do you call annotations. Still, I remember it's annotations. The annotation itself it help you that creating the cache. The annotations itself it will create you that. Asynchronous tasks, all these are can be done by through annotations only. Yeah, that is another kind of backend framework. But Celery is one framework for Python. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I
Okay,
think, yeah. Okay, shall I close the session?
yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for
Okay,
sir.
have a nice day. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.